Buckhead, College Park to Bankhead. Dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Big Mason, Eagle, highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long run. Athletes and sports junkies. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team lost. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the boss. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack, yeah, black on.
And man, we are live. You in studio.
Home.
Shout out to Tashelle. You can talk about our lighting wasn't that good, but it should be good now, Tashelle. We the Crush Sports.
She said, your light.
Your light be dog too, man.
Sir, sometimes.
Get that thing bright up in there.
Sometimes. I just have to turn it. I have to turn it down because, you know.
It's your boy E. Glaze, and look what he got. He got his Durant jersey on. He's a Rams guy now.
Rams fan. Rams gang. 4 Rams games on the calendar this year.
How the Rams game been treating you, dog?
Right. It's love. Talked to Kobe yesterday. Talked to the guys in the locker room. It's all love. So like I say, 4 trips, of course. L.A. for my birthday.
Yeah.
Nashville.
Okay.
Charlotte.
Okay.
In Atlanta.
I said they come to Atlanta this year, so you right on time.
They hit Atlanta Monday night.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna be there, right?
Yeah. You want to go to Charlotte too?
I might have to hit that Charlotte trip.
Yeah.
And we got a great show for you guys. We got a lot to talk about, man. But Mason, we'll run down a little bit. We got, we talking NBA Finals. We talking. I got some stories. All this great thing. But we got to start it off, man. Real Steelers, man. What are your thoughts? What was it about? Has Aaron Rodgers shown in the last 5 years,
right,
that you were willing to say this is the guy that's going to take our franchise? 1-year deal. I forgot the money amount. It don't matter.
So for me, it was looking at Mason Rudolph. It was looking at Will Howard.
Yeah.
And everybody that they have in the building, they like, oh, this bad. This is bad. Let's do what we got to do to bring Aaron Rodgers in the building. Now, we know with Aaron what comes with him.
Right.
A lot comes with him. If you've really watched, even when he was leaving Green Bay,
yeah,
he wasn't playing well.
Right.
And you look at, he had the Achilles injury, of course, the year before, then last year with the Jets. All of the things that made Aaron Rodgers special, he can't do anymore. And that's a huge problem. And for Pittsburgh, I don't know what kind of offense they think they're going to run. It's going to be ball control. Does Aaron have a lot of flexibility in the offense? All intriguing. Like, I want to see this. I want to see this play out.
So my thing is with this whole Aaron thing. All right. Steelers, we've always given them credit. Their front always make the right move.
We do.
Until recently, it feels like.
Right.
Because a lot of people thought Shedeur was coming.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even it couldn't have been first round, but 2, 3, 4.
He went around the board a lot of times.
Yeah.
You went around the board a lot of times.
And then they said, no, we ain't going to do the Shedeur thing. All right, so you let a lot of quarterbacks go. Then you look and you say, Mason Rudolph, that's it?
Yeah.
And then, to me, because here's the thing, if you're a franchise that say you don't like drama.
Right.
You just signed drama.
The most drama.
The biggest drama queen out there.
Super drama.
And you say, this is what you want to bring this team with Mike Tomlin, who it's no secret. Everybody think he's not going to be there for too long.
Yeah.
It feels like, to me, this could be a sabotage, man. This could be the camelback, the straw to bait the camelback with Mike Tomlin.
So we saw him basically get everybody in New York fired.
Yeah.
Is it going to be so bad? Because what are the realistic expectations? We know Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season. We know that.
Right.
They tell us that all the time.
Right.
Is Aaron Rodgers that much of an upgrade that you feel like with all the teams in the AFC?
Yeah.
Is Aaron Rodgers the piece, him along with DK Metcalf and younger upgraded running game? Are those enough pieces to put you in that same category with Buffalo, with Kansas City?
Hell, in your division,
What I mean, yeah,
Baltimore, Cleveland, Cincinnati.
yeah,
You got a strong division to even try to get out of.
right.
And my thing is, even with DK Metcalf, you didn't get younger with this team.
You did
You don't have much. This is like a one and done type thing.
pushing all the chips to the middle of the table.
And I looked at next year's quarterback class.
I keep telling everybody's gonna be fighting over Carson Beck or Drew Aller,
And here's the thing, make sure last year they had Russell Wilson and
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. Was Justin that bad in practice that they couldn't hold on to him?
He must have been.
I got questions.
They let everybody walk.
Because I'm saying, here I got a 25, 26-year-old kid
Yeah,
who sat behind Russ, who was your starter for a moment,
yeah.
and you said, nah, we'd rather go with the 41-year-old guy who is drama, who loves going on to Pat McAfee. And you got to deal with all that with Aaron.
Right.
If you don't, he'll get there and say it ain't his fault. It's Tomlin's fault.
That part.
I just think that really Steelers. If you really want to get Tomlin out of there, this was a smart move because you're trying to get him up out of there to say, "Hey, Tomlin, we don't never fire people, but we're gonna make you so frustrated this year. We're gonna make you go find another job."
You are going to be frustrated.
I just have never understood why he was the guy. Because I kept hearing this in the offseason. It wasn't no big secret that they were trying to get Aaron. But my God, dude.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, I'd rather y'all try to get Kurt instead of Aaron.
Well, the Falcons holding on to Kurt. That's a big piece that they're playing.
I see. But still,
Yeah.
Steelers sitting up there. This is what I see happening. I think this team goes 6-10 for the first time, or 6-11.
Yeah.
In this team, of course, like you said, they got pieces. I don't know this team. They got rid of one of their big weapons from last year. They brought in DK because they didn't want to, all that. Defense, I think it's okay. I've seen it. The Steelers' defense is what they bank on. But you got three teams in your division that's probably better than you right now. You got Buffalo. You got Kansas City. It's going to be tough for them, man.
It's going to be tough.
That's like 8-9 games that you got to try to win, and
Yeah.
But Tomlin, this could be his greatest job ever, or it could be his worst. So,
Yeah.
what you got, dog?
Before we break down the NBA Finals, your guy Adam Silver,
Oh man,
he announced that NBA All-Star Weekend, pretty much they're gonna play the NBA guys versus the world.
yeah,
So it kind of piggybacking off I guess, Olympic type feel.
hockey, and
USA guys versus the world guys. You like the new concept?
Yeah, the NBA USA guys in trouble. They in trouble. The last three MVPs all been overseas.
All overseas
Canada.
guys. Yeah.
Jokic and Giannis all are not American-born players.
Right.
And now you look and you say, Ant-Man? The USA in trouble. It is a good
USA
thing.
in
It'll
trouble.
make people interested. I think USA may play for a little pride because they get tired of hearing that these are the best players in the world that is not in the U.S. no
Yeah.
more. So I think it's a good idea. It's funny. You couldn't do this 5-6 years ago
No, you couldn't.
because it would have been, we know, young LeBron, young Steph,
Yeah.
young Dunk, Durant.
KD.
Yeah, it would have
all
been
those
smoke
guys.
show out there.
And it's funny because the All-Star game has become so bad.
Yeah.
And when you have to keep tinkering with things, it's like, hey, maybe,
This might be
just maybe you need to scrap this thing because we see what happened to the Pro Bowl in the NFL.
Yeah.
And when NBA wise, when it seems like the guys don't care, and maybe this is a thing where, okay, the pride gonna kick in. Like
Yeah.
USA guys, we keep hearing that all of the overseas guys are better than you skill wise, fundamentally, just everything. Can you guys beat them on this type stage?
And you look at the front court. You just look at the world guys: Giannis, Jokic, SGA. it's a few more I can't think of that's gonna be. They're gonna ball out of control, man.
Like I say, you just like
Yo,
say,
Dyson Daniels,
Yeah.
and all these guys.
SGA.
Yeah, you see all those guys, man. We in trouble.
Yeah.
LeBron ain't finna play this. KD ain't finna play this.
Nah, they're not playing.
Steph
this.
ain't playing this.
Nah.
We gotta go Ant-Man and Ja Morant.
We gotta go Ant, Ja,
Mikal Bridges, Brunson.
Brunson.
Oh, I forgot they got the Lakers guy. He gonna be on the world team too. Luka.
Yeah, Luka. Yeah, the big three.
That's gonna be terrible.
Wemby, Luka, Wemby,
God.
and Jokic.
Oh, this gonna be a blowout, man. We in trouble. USA, you in trouble, buddy. You might want to start break that things off into sections. We're gonna say the whole states of America versus
Yeah, like-
because it's states of the North America going against the other people because we're gonna get blowed out. Wemby, I forgot about Wemby.
Yeah.
Oh, this is ugly. This is gonna be ugly.
It's gonna be all bad. USA guys.
There's gonna be a lot of young cats out there. We're gonna be like, okay, who gonna go? I mean, you think about. I'm just thinking about that lineup now. You just blew me. Just Giannis, Jokic,
Yeah,
Wemby,
yeah.
SGA, and Luka. How they say on social media? Name a better five.
Name a better five. I'll wait.
Name a better five.
I'll wait.
God dang.
Yeah.
No, please don't put Bron out. Bron gonna need that whole weekend to rest.
Yeah, we don't need Bron. Let Bron sit on the sideline.
Yeah,
let him just
half
be an ambassador. But we can't expect 41-year-old LeBron
Yeah. But
to carry this thing.
let me ask this: who are they doing All-Star games for anyway? Are the fans honestly, man? If you look at it, it's just like what they do in Charlotte every year, the CIAA, how
Yeah.
they used to. I bet nobody can tell you not one team that won that thing.
Yeah, it's for the weekend.
It's for the weekend.
It's for the weekend. But and here we go. Old man, get off my lawn. The All-Star game used to be
Oh my God.
a big event. I remember when it was here, Jordan's last year.
Yeah.
And just the city was like gridlocked. Freaknik vibes
crazy.
for the All-Star game. But the game was competitive because the guys, and listen, they kind of all horsed around
Yeah.
for, 3 quarters. But that fourth quarter,
Yeah.
everybody got the business. And you put the best 5 from the East and the best 5 from the West, and they battled out because they really wanted to win the game.
You know what really, I know everybody's going to go to about money and all that, but you know what really has stifled the All-Star game? Social media.
Yeah.
Used to be crazy. When we were young, to see all the great athletes in one city. Think about it. Magic, Isaiah, Bird, all of them coming to your city
Yeah.
at one time.
Yeah.
That was a big deal. Now everybody feel like they got access to everybody. So they don't really. So when they go to a game, they think they bigger than the guys on the court. That's why
Right. And they feel they already know, man, he lame.
yeah. And you got these.
Man, he lame.
Just like this whole, and I don't want to get it. I was gonna wait till later, but a lot of these players that be dog Angel Reese, all these guys who own these sports networks, y'all act like it's easy to get rebound. There's a guy in the Hall of Fame right now that all he did was rebound.
Listen, a lot of people who talking can't beat Angel Reese one-on-one.
They can't beat him.
They can't beat a one-on.
They can't get. They won't get a
They
rebound.
won't get they won't get a rebound.
They won't block her shot.
No.
But that's how so we got these guys who look at this and think they better than the players on the court. It's no fandom anymore. Everybody think they bigger than they. Oh, I ain't no fan, or I got fans, and we got a lot of people in our media that thinks that they're bigger than the stars. So it's like, hey, I got access to all these stars. Ain't no big deal.
Shout out to Coach Andrew. Coach Andrew say it's still. He's like the All-Star game. It still has value, but they just shooting threes now.
Yeah, it's no.
The wrong people shooting threes, Coach Andrews.
There's no big men. I mean,
Everybody hoisting threes.
the dunks ain't. I mean, it looks like they just doing it for money grab.
Yeah.
You know it's a money grab. You know you're gonna make millions over the weekend.
Yeah.
Let's put it on.
That point you just said, they got me over here spinning a little bit about just the social media aspect of it. Yeah. We know too much about these guys, and you kind of get to a point where why he not working on his game?
Yeah.
He doing everything but working on his game, and like, Lord forbid, read some of the comments.
Yeah.
Like if guys doing drills and the most unathletic people in the world
Yeah.
are coming.
They thinking I can talk about you, tell you what you're doing. It's so many people that break down the game now that don't. If I swear, and I look, I'm overweight now, but at least when I was in my 20s, I could outrun everybody pretty much. That just when they break down the game, I look at them and say, "Dog, you 5'2".
Yeah.
I bet you got no left, no right either. You
Yeah.
just out there.
You're unathletic. So
Playing against your boys in the yard ain't doing nothing, dog.
I used to get beat up about this a lot when I was going back for a sparring with people all the time. We know what kind of athlete you were. Like, why are you talking? But I let that go. You told me I had to.
And I don't mind you
I had
talking
to
it,
stop doing that.
but y'all getting to the point now where y'all critiquing stuff. Y'all have no idea what y'all critiquing. He ain't got no left. Oh, he carry every time he do this. When he underneath the back, he can't do this. I'm like, what? Do y'all know how hard? Do you know that 90% of those guys, 95% of those guys that you see on the court got like a 2% body fat?
Well, like your man Scalabrini, when he showed up to a poll, he was like, basically telling everybody,
Yeah.
the 12th man on the NBA bench will beat everybody at LA Fitness. Any Paul, name the Paul, Melvin Paul, Welcome All Paul, Gresham, any Paul, the 12th man on a NBA bench will come work everybody out.
This guy, there's a video out there of Dwight Howard. So this little guy wanted to challenge him. Told Dwight he couldn't drive in the hole. And he had to shoot from outside. Dwight hit 6 straight shots on him. Kid was like, I didn't believe he could make that. I said, y'all act like because the guy is 6, he's a do y'all understand to be at the top of your game?
Yeah.
You know how many people get cut every year? The Summer League have 40, 50 guys that think they got a shot.
Dudes who were All-Americans in college.
All Americans.
Well, McDonald All-Americans in high school.
Pick your favorite college and say, oh, that was the best player on that team. And watch how he struggled to make a team.
Hell.
Think about it. I look at kids all the time, covering Kennesaw State. I'm like, oh, dude, get ball. Wouldn't even get a shot.
Can't get a cup of coffee.
Can't even get a shot in the NBA.
Yeah.
And y'all saying that he can't play in the NBA. Come on,
Yeah.
man. But I think that's the difference. Like, a lot of people getting rich off social media for just getting in front of the camera now.
And to Coach Andrew's point, he just talked about how being an all-star now doesn't mean anything because you can build your brand without it.
Yeah. It don't have the weight.
So it used to carry a lot of weight.
Boy, you was
It
an all-star.
meant something to be an all-star.
You remember you could say 15 or 10-time all-star.
Right.
That was like, dang.
To get those guys. I remember it was a video I was watching one time when Iverson talked about it never got old walking to take the all-star picture.
That was dope.
And you look at the dudes like he talked about the year that he got to sit up front with Jordan.
Yeah.
He like, dude, I'm sitting next to my idol.
Some of the most iconic pictures were when you saw 1998 All-Star team, East Conference. You were like, that don't matter now, dog. Nobody care about that. Because the players, you brought up something because you brought me back to last week's conversation about Stephon Diggs. It's about social media, man, and it's guys are
Go on, Stephon Diggs.
guys are more interested in
Wide outs, baby, wide outs.
and you be looking at the guy like, dog, he scored 3 points, but he got over 17 million followers.
Yeah.
It used to be like when I grew up, seeing Dominique Jordan on the same team or Magic and I'm going for a name y'all probably don't know, Alice English on the same team. Player that you didn't normally see because we was regional. To see them all in one place, dog.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And now it's like we got access. We got 24-hour access to everybody.
Yeah. We got NBA tickets. You can see every game.
They got games on 17 channels now.
Yeah.
You regional.
Even though they show the same team.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
Which brings me to my next point. What way to bring that up? We're probably in a few minutes about to see Indiana, Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Basketball fans know
Yeah.
This is a great matchup for basketball.
Yeah.
Social media fans don't think it's a good one because, and here's the difference. When we grew up, yeah, small market was small market.
Right.
Social media, you ain't got small market no more.
It's no such thing.
Every plane flying to every city now.
This thing right here
Yeah.
makes everybody big market.
If you don't, and yes, TNT does show the same, ESPN show the same.
Say the same till you're gonna get
But
New
as
York.
much as y'all say y'all know the game, you would know that tonight's Halliburton versus SGA,
Yeah.
this will be a matchup for 6-7 games. Oklahoma City, whatever. Make sure. Are NBA fans making a mistake thinking that this won't be an entertainment finals?
Without a doubt. You have the MVP.
Yeah.
You have a guy who's quietly becoming one of the top guards in the game.
Yep.
You have basically the best defensive team in basketball
Yep.
who had the best record in basketball, so they are supposed to be here,
Yep.
versus a team that basically sprinted through the East
Yeah.
and beat teams. I know, listen, injuries, all that stuff part of the game.
Oh,
But they rolled right into these finals and they belong.
yeah.
But see, this is where, when I say this all the time, turn the TV off. See, when you listen to this show and all, we talk about narratives. Everybody has to tell you small market teams. So, because a lot of you guys don't even know what small market means. But because you hear everybody say it on all of these shows that you watch,
Yeah.
then you post it.
Yeah.
You're saying the same thing that all of these guys are saying.
Yep.
And so, like I told one of my partners, he Knicks fan, I'm just, he like, well, I ain't gonna watch the finals. Okay,
Yeah. That contract signed.
that's fine. Like, do you know how much NBC paid for the rights
Yeah.
to the NBA?
They fine with them.
They don't care if you don't watch.
Yeah.
But a lot of you are going to have it on. You might not pay attention. You're going to watch. Now, you might not post about because your team not in it or this or that. You're going to watch.
And you know what the thing that happened over the last few years that people don't realize? The international players who have been MVP for the last 5 years, 6 years, have made it an international people watch it a lot.
Yeah.
So Canada's watching tonight.
What?
We got SGA playing tonight.
What?
People are going to watch this game, and they're going to watch it, and they're going to be very interested in it.
Yeah.
I know I am. I'm looking forward to this final. Shout out to my boy Corey. His dad is in Oklahoma City.
Right.
My boy Ed's from Indiana. People got ties to this game, dog.
Yeah.
And by the way, when the last time you seen a stadium, and people talk about small market, LA is not a small market, right?
No.
How many of y'all will see the Clippers play?
Yeah. And they went about the forum.
They got a brand new stadium.
Redid it. They did all of these things. Yeah.
So it ain't about small market, it's about what gets on TV. And I'm telling y'all, this is a chance for all you basketball guys who like it. This is a chance for you to lose some new players,
Right.
Some young talent.
Because according to all of your tweets and posts, you tired of seeing the same team. You got 2 new teams right here.
Brand new.
2 new teams right here.
And what makes I'm gonna help y'all out. Indiana like to score a lot.
They do.
Oklahoma City is the number 1 defense
Yeah.
in the league.
And plus, this Indian basketball is like
This is where it was birthed.
sacrilegious.
This is where it's at. And right, we didn't need New York out there. We'll talk about Tibbs in a minute, but this is I'm telling y'all, watch this. You're gonna enjoy it. And look, and if people are always worried about somebody got injured, you know what they should do? Your team should quit the minute somebody get injured.
Yeah.
Because y'all keep saying, y'all want to bring up the excuses. Tell your team at game when the guy get hurt, you know what?
We're throwing the towel
We don't wanna play this series.
Apollo trainer when he was fighting Drago. Yeah.
Throw it in there, dog. Don't hold on to it.
Run! Throw in the towel!
Throw the damn towel, man. Throw the damn towel. Throw the towel in, man, because I'm so sick of that. People talking we wouldn't allow such. It happens, guys. It's a physical sport. They jumping, they running.
Yeah.
It happens. And nobody gets who feels sorry for you. Not an Indiana fan. They like,
Nah, hey, bro.
that's on y'all, dog.
You should be wearing high tops, so you should be. That. What they got to do with me?
We in the finals, bro. I don't know about y'all.
What they got to do with me?
Guess what? When you look in the books in a few years, they're going to say 2025 champion.
Nobody gonna remember that Tatum.
They're going to put an
Achilles.
asterisk. But that's the year Tatum.
Yeah. Nah. Nah, they
They don't put
doing
asterisks for that.
Yeah. Coach Andrew say he can't wait till LeBron retires so TV can go back to normal.
Yeah, I'm waiting for. Hey, look, I love LeBron like everybody else, but I want him to retire for selfishness because I want to see somebody else on.
Word on the street is this it. Next year gonna be his.
It should be.
His farewell tour.
He'd be 42. Or 41, 42.
41.
Be 41.
Yeah.
He need to do the Kareem tour. Now Draymond, he can. He not Paul Pierce. He they ain't
They
gonna.
don't love you like that.
They ain't gonna say that to LeBron. That was one of my classics. But I'm ready for all of them to retire. I'm ready for KD to retire. I'm ready for Steph to retire.
KD on the trade block. KD is rumored in a lot of spots.
Yeah, especially one now Atlanta trying to jump in. Okay, Atlanta.
Don't do it.
I don't know what y'all about to
Get
do.
in that Giannis sweepstate, not the KD sweepstate.
Don't give up half your roster for KD.
Yeah, don't do that.
Because the Slim Reaper will tear an ankle or a knee in a minute.
What?
You'll be hurt with all your young pieces gone.
40 million sitting at the end of the bench.
He be in
It's
street clothes with nappy head. Y'all be mad. Y'all be bad. Talking about he need a haircut. Stop it, man.
Oh.
Stop it, man. What you got, dog?
Let's switch back to the NFL. Shedeur Sanders continues to dominate OTA headlines. All of the people, if you listen to Cleveland radio, shout out to 92.3. Everybody is excited about this guy. Everybody is excited about this guy, Emmanuel Glaze. My question for you, would you be shocked if Shedeur Sanders is the week 1 starter in Cleveland?
No. Because we say this phrase all the time. One of my favorite phrases. Cleveland is not only a business team, it's a business team.
Shout out to Hove.
This guy's going to sell jerseys.
Already top selling jersey.
He's going to pack that stadium.
Yeah.
And he can play. You might deal with growing pains. Joe Flacco ain't bringing him to the stadium.
No.
The other guy they signed, the rookie, Shedeur, packs the dog. Can you imagine the dog pound with Shedeur? Bruh, the dog pound's gonna go insane with Shedeur. It is they got a marketing goal at 5th round.
It fell in their lap.
That is, oh my God, dude. You, look, to this day in Atlanta, there are a lot of people who say they like Mike Vick over Matt Ryan.
Forever.
Because the Mike Vick experience was so high for us.
It was the highest of highs.
We went to a Super Bowl with Matt. It didn't matter. Because when Vick was on the floor, we were 70,000 in Georgia Dome every night.
You see, Vic was at practice this week. This is city.
Camera still on him. People in the Vic was in. You saw Penix look at him. That's his dude.
Yeah. AJ, shout out to AJ Terrell. AJ posted a picture of him and Vic, and his caption was like, "I used to sit on that same hill,
Dog.
watching him practice, and look at this."
Dog. So imagine you get that with Shedeur, what that could do for the city of Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your basketball team can't get past the second round.
And I mean, plus, if like the kids say, we keeping it a buck. No, there's no expectations for Cleveland.
No.
Joe Flacco, he's not the answer. We already know Kenny Pickett can't play.
For those who don't understand.
We know that.
And when did Joe Flacco get drafted? With who?
Yeah, Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
He was in Matt Ryan draft.
He was in the draft with Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan has been wearing a suit for 3 years. That's the guy they talking about starting for Cleveland. Man, Cleveland, look.
I think personally, I think they're gonna cut Flacco.
Yeah.
'Cause I think at some point they're gonna just sit here and say, drafted Gabriel, we drafted Shedeur. Deshaun is walking around here
Talking about his team. Okay.
making videos
Yeah,
and
okay,
rehab and all this stuff.
Okay, Deshaun.
Y'all know Deshaun's my guy. I love
understand,
Deshaun.
but,
But see what you got in both of these guys. Roll them out. Let them play the entire season. I mean, who expects Cleveland to make a serious Super Bowl run? Nobody.
Yeah. I just it would make more sense, Michelle. You get that city pumping. It's gonna guarantee you TV time. People gonna be wanting to watch
Yeah.
Cleveland games,
They-
dog.
The
Whether
Cleveland
it's-
Brown preseason games
Oh
are going
my
to be the
God.
most watched preseason games by far.
And we know in 2025, we don't care if you hate them or love them. You just want them to watch. Ain't no good guy stuff no more.
Nah.
The most hated guy in the NBA is LeBron James.
Yeah.
One of the most favorite guys in the NBA is LeBron James.
Yeah.
But guess who love him? TV. LeBron come on the TV, you watch him.
I tell people this all of the time. If you've never seen LeBron live, it's just something to see. He's a star of stars.
Make sure for the last few years we cover the Hawks. I could never make a game. Make sure we're always covering wherever LeBron played, make sure we're covering. This year I got a chance
You
to.
finally got to feel it. It's different.
I'm sitting in my seat at the media, and I just hear, I'm like, what? Here he come.
It's different.
I said, oh, God. The whole stadium
It's
changed.
different.
When you got a player, dog, we saw Vic. How was that feeling when Vic would what? When Vic would come out on that field? Oh, no. Cam Newton. When he came out in a preseason
Dude,
before game, summer game,
60,000 people at Panther Fest.
we sitting there looking like this, and it just goes crazy. And Cam come out like this.
He come through the airplane.
people
he
going
doing the
crazy.
Hulk Hogan like, dude.
This was an inner squad game.
This was summertime. When you, to your point, when you have like one of those guys,
Oh, you gotta keep.
you gotta milk it,
And think about what you just said. How many people in Cleveland talking about Shador every day?
dude. Everybody, tune in to Cleveland radio from 6. No matter what time you tune in, 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Shador is going to be the top story.
They videoing Shador. They talking about him. It is, how does he not, if Cleveland do something stupid, they'd be the worst franchise ever. This is gold money.
I always laugh when you see one of those articles that says there's no guarantee Shador could make the roster. They are not cutting Shador. They're just not.
Man, you know, I if I'm a front office guy, there's no way that kid ain't playing for me.
Big business.
I see the jersey sales. I see the coverage. Dog, football is, yes, Super Bowls are great. I want a $6 billion to $10 billion franchise.
Go to Cleveland Instagram right now. The majority of the reels, pictures, gonna all have Shador in them.
I have never kept OTA stats. I've never seen OTA stats. Cleveland media is telling you,
11 for 11, 3 tuds.
they're telling you he threw a pick today. They are in
3 tuds.
They ain't got pass on. These are t-shirt and jerseys.
We don't know what Michael Penix doing.
We just see Penix smile.
We're in the city. We don't even know what Michael Penix doing.
I know what Shador doing.
Every day.
You had to let me know they drafted another kid from Oregon because it's about Shador. They are keeping stats on OTAs, guys.
Yeah.
You will be a fool. I'm just saying. So yes, I can see him starting day one,
Yeah. I mean, it's
and it will be, you will start seeing NBC and all these start changing their game to try to get Shador on.
that 1 o'clock window will go crazy because Cleveland don't have no prime time.
No prime time.
But that 1 o'clock window, they will get. Yeah. Let's put that game. Let's make this the most viewed game, and let's change. Yeah, y'all know what
It's
y'all doing.
crazy.
Y'all know what they're doing.
Which brings me to another crazy part.
Uh-oh.
Thibodeau gets fired. Wow. I saw a stat. Did you know Jeff Hornacek coached the Knicks for a year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow, did not know that.
Over the last,
I know Mike Woodson coached him.
so here's the guys that have won the most playoff games for the Knicks over the last 20-some years. Zeros down except for Mike Woodson. He won 7.
Yeah.
Thibodeau won 24.
Wow.
He went to the Eastern Conference Final with a Cat,
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson,
Cat was terrible in this
Mikal
series.
Bridges.
Yeah.
All are good players,
Right.
but Eastern Conference Final. And
Yeah.
we've seen this before. Remember when Budenholzer took Milwaukee
Yeah.
and they fired him the next?
Yeah. But at least he won title. He won title.
So Maceo,
Yeah.
what are the Knicks doing?
The Knicks didn't think this all the way through. Very knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
You hadn't been in this position in 25 years
Yep.
since Pat Ewing was on the floor.
That's crazy.
You hadn't had this kind of success. And if you just look forward, there's going to be no Tatum in Boston next year.
Yeah.
Giannis is probably going to, by the trade deadline, going to be gone.
Yep.
You're bringing everybody back. The only thing the Knicks need to do, add depth. Run that back.
So you know who they
Run it back.
So here's the name that pops up. I can't think of his name. I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
The Knicks are tripping.
The ex-coach for Denver Nuggets, Michael Malone. That's who they say they're going for, because the guy that's the GM or something is a friend of Mike Malone. So now they say if Thibodeau can get it at this point, Mike Malone could take us over the top because he won in Denver. That's the name they're throwing
But
around.
how? So what are you going to do? Are you going to move Cat from the 4 to the 5? Where's your depth? You need a bench. Like your starting 5, okay.
It's a good start.
You made it to the Eastern Conference
Yeah.
Final.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And here's the thing, Mike Malone, there ain't no Jokic coming out. There ain't no Jokic. As much as I love
Not
Jalen,
Jokic and Jamal Murray to save you.
much as I love Jalen,
Yeah.
he ain't joking.
You got a guard that beats the floor with the ball
Yeah.
for 19 seconds of the 25-second shot clock.
And the funny thing about this NBA playoff, Minnesota and New York traded for the same garbage players.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say garbage because I ain't. You know.
Nah, I know what you're saying.
But they just switched teams and got to the same spot and lost. But that's the thing. Here's my thing, and I see a lot of Knicks fans glad he gone. Look,
Knee-jerk reaction.
when Mike Wilson took us to the Eastern Conference Final,
Yeah, relax.
not Mike Wilson, Nate McMillan.
Nate McMillan.
We was like, we good, we Gucci, we got this for the next. We got Trey, we got a young squad. We are in, dog. We gonna win for the next 5-6 years. We going to the final.
Done set the program back again.
Now we sitting there like, are we gonna trade Trey? Or are we gonna rebuild this thing again?
Yeah.
It's Indiana had pretty much the same team last year.
Right.
Got to the Eastern Conference Final, was beaten. They came back and said, let's do it again. That's what I thought Knicks were gonna do.
That's what they should have done.
But now they get rid of the guy. Okay.
And again, especially when there will be no Jason Tatum in the conference.
East week.
There will be no Giannis in the conference probably by trade deadline. He gonna be gone.
Yeah. East is gonna be weaker.
No Dame out.
Yeah. East gonna be weaker.
I mean, Atlanta Hawks, 0 excuses next year. Wide open.
All I know is I'm about to piss off in the press conference because he always get mad at me.
Your boy, Coach Quinn.
Quinn be getting boy come in and say, Coach, what's our purpose right now, Coach?
What are we doing, Coach?
Well, I mean, just tell me.
What are we doing?
But yeah, man, I don't get it. I don't understand teams. It's the quick. A lot of these owners, and if you see people talking about they hiring their friends,
Yeah, that's not a good look.
that's not business to me.
Yeah, that's not a good look. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like when you when you see the high school team and the dad's son playing quarterback, you like,
Yeah.
that ain't a good quarterback. The
Then
quarterback right there.
They hired the uncle as the OC.
Yeah.
And yeah, they got the other uncle, the O line.
Oh yeah. And by the way, why y'all ain't mad? Danny Ainge's son just got a GM job.
He's got a GM job. It's not.
That ain't nepotism. Okay.
It's not Braun.
It ain't nepotism
It's
though,
not.
right?
It's not Braun.
Okay. But Danny Ainge's son just got a GM job.
It's not. It's not Braun.
Guess how many games Danny Ainge played in the league?
Yeah.
Did he even play in college?
Yeah.
Nah, but anyway.
He been around it. He been with Pops.
Yeah.
He been with Pops.
All right, man. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna keep it NBA. The New Orleans Pelicans have decided that Zion Williamson is still the focal point. They're gonna build around Zion. Thoughts?
Zion got booty problems. We need Zion to get his mind right. Because he getting sued by... But anyway.
Hey, man. That girl need to cut it.
But yeah, we know.
I mean,
she just all of a
your
sudden-
lifestyle. Never mind.
But anyway.
Keep going. I'm sorry.
Now she coming. She really going...
I'm sorry.
What else? I don't know, make sure. Zion... I don't think his mind's right in the game like he wanted.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope that he showed me that at 27, he's still young. He came out.
Still young.
He was 19 when he got drafted,
Yeah.
so he ain't even
Yeah.
hit, was 26 maybe at the most.
Yeah.
So he got a chance. And he's when he plays, when he want to play,
When he's healthy
he one of the best.
and when he's locked in,
he's hard to stop.
he's a force.
Is he? But famous words of Cujo. That tool between your two shoulders.
Remember when, he was, can't miss. We have to be careful. I tell you, we have to be careful. When we keep talking about these can't miss guys, you just don't know how it's going to shake out when they get there.
Because it's, the more we be around it, we see. Here's the thing people don't see. Back when I feel like I'm telling our age, but we never knew people personal lives.
Yeah.
We would hear about them.
Right.
Magic saying, I got to take care of my mom. I got to take care of my dad. I got these many women. I got this. It's out there now.
Every day.
So these young cats, look at Jalen Daniels. He can't get out. His mama can't get out his video with him. So now everybody claiming he's a mama boy.
Yeah.
Zion, his whole life feel like his own social media.
Yeah.
It's a lot that they take on outside of playing the game. You would think this would be heaven because you ain't got to go to class. You just get to go and do your job. You get to play basketball. This is what you want to do. You're making millions.
Right.
Some people ain't ready for this. Some people get. I always go back to the guy not Beasley. Can't think of his first name. The dude with the Braves that played. He was a real good player. He played at Kansas State. Somebody can help me out with that.
Michael Beasley.
Michael Beasley, one of the best to ever play, but had too many issues, dog. He's still having issues to this point. Ja Morant got to this point, worked his tail off to get to this point.
Yeah.
Couldn't get out of his own way and stuff like that. And there's a lot of stuff around you that'll make you. The game is mental, and that's why one of the things I thought was stupid when we grew up, Maceo. Football is 90% mental. Remember they used to tell us that all the time?
Yeah.
I thought it was whatever, man. I'm run on da-da-da.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
If your head ain't in this game, dog.
It makes all the sense in the world.
I'm a grown man, like, yep. And that's the thing I feel like Zion, he should be built around.
Yeah.
He's that type of talent.
Yeah.
But between injuries, weight problem, and outside forces,
Yeah.
can he accept? And he might be maturing now to say, okay,
Yeah.
I want to be the guy. Because, they got to make a decision. He got a big one coming up, too, the next contract.
Gigantic.
Hey, this ain't going to be small. If you're going to say that's your
Enormous.
guy, you talking 50, 60 a year now. I hope it is. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I really like Zion. He was a real cool dude, and he's still a cool dude. I just hope that once he says, all right, maybe get the haircut a little, get a low fade, get
Get a box up.
get a box up, dog. Go ahead and get that
box
low
up.
fade, or grow it out and get some dreads, whatever.
Go get a Gumby. Bring the body
Yeah,
down.
do something. Change
bring
the
the Bobby Brown
personality.
back. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I really hope that they're right, because I don't like seeing these kids flame out in the league because of the pressure. But We will see, man. We will see. Turn your hat around for me real quick, man. Okay. That team on your hat. Did they really give up 7 runs in the ninth today?
They did.
Make sure.
They did.
How bad is this bullpen for the Atlanta Braves, man?
What have I been telling you for 2 years now?
7 runs?
Maybe 3. It starts with the skipper. Snit. It started with Snit.
Is he that bullheaded because he thinks he knows better than everybody?
Dude, giving up 7 runs.
Braves lost today, for people who don't know, on June 5th,
Yeah.
2025. They were up 10 to 5? 10 to 4
10-4.
in the ninth.
Gave up 7 runs.
Gave up 7 runs in the ninth.
Yeah.
And they lost 11 to 10 today. I don't get it. It's frustrating, man.
Snit, listen. How many times have I told you that it's time to let Bobby Cox Jr. walk?
And I saw a friend out say, hey, man, I'm done. Snit got to go, bro. I'm with y'all.
I don't think he has the pulse of this team. I don't think he knows how to motivate this team. And I think his voice, it just seems like the guys have tuned him out.
I can see it.
Because it's almost like they know he going to kind of sit there, we waiting on the 3-run homer. If we can't get the 3-run homer, because we don't play small ball. It's just a lot of fundamental baseball things this team, they don't do. But it was just like this in the Bobby Cox era, especially toward the end. Once Maddox, Glavine, and Smokes left, this is the kind of team we became.
Yeah.
You get into the bullpen, we're going to struggle. Yeah, all bad.
I watched that game. I said,
Coach say Ice coming to get Iglesias.
Iglesias. You gonna pick him up tonight? Hey, come on, dog. We gave you a chance, dog. 7 runs in the ninth. It's sad because you saw the effect Acuna had when he came back. Lit the city on fire. Home run first time.
First pitch.
He's krilling the ball right now.
They went back to back. He had another one today.
He is killing the ball. Energy's back. But
He is
then
him.
they go to that bullpen and
Yeah, but to be fair, the bullpen was off. But the Braves as a whole, they're not hitting the ball.
no.
Everybody ice cold.
But make sure there's something you just said that makes sense. Once they tune you out, everybody tune. There's no rhyme or reason for the lineup. He don't make it don't switches and
Yeah.
Hey,
shake, man, sit some dudes down.
Yeah,
Dude. Give you the week off.
make a statement.
Yeah.
But you had like, hey, and then you now, and I know Snit is at his end because he's starting to argue now in post games.
Yeah.
Snit didn't used to argue. He would say a few things. Now he's getting hot.
Because the questions are getting tougher.
Yeah, like, how you lose?
We are far removed from that World Series.
So my office seat with my job is right across the street from the Braves, right?
Yeah.
So people parking our parking deck. And I saw the game. I saw people. I was like, all right, cool. And I started seeing people leave, right? I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So I said, let me go check. The Braves mother won this overtime. Dog. 11-10. It's sad to see. It's hard being an Atlanta fan. I'm Atlanta people. You got the dream going. So I'm gonna give Maceo the floor right now. I don't know how much time we got. We got about 10 minutes left. So you've said this for a long time. For an Atlanta Dreams fan, I want to give you the spotlight right now, dog. For all you WNBA fans, the Atlanta Dream right now are 5-2. They have a very good motion offense that keeps the ball moving. And for years, Maceo has said that the Dream's best player is not Ryan Howard, but Alicia Gray. Maceo was the argument on Media Row about this. He's got his thing. And Alicia Gray was just recently announced the May Eastern Conference Player of the Month. So Maceo,
Stood on all 10.
go ahead, man.
Stood on all 10. It's what she brings to the game.
Yeah.
It's the toughness that she has, her ability to score on every spot. You just look at and maybe a lot of it too is the Carolina pedigree.
Yeah.
Playing under Don, always being in big games. The moment is never too big for Alicia. Never fades, whether we getting blown out.
Yep.
You're never questioning Alicia's effort. Never, and that's why I'm always in press conference whenever we talk to them. Like, that's our dog. She is a whole dog.
You will never see her back-to-back bad game.
No,
If she had one bad game,
No.
she's gonna mentally go out there the next game and say, "All right, I owe y'all.
Exactly.
I owe the team on that." The Dream right now, I'm telling y'all, they have a real good chance of doing some big things this year,
and we still don't even have all our guns.
and we still got JC coming back. I think the WNBA has a chance to do something real big. I think it's gonna be more exciting this year. So if you get a chance to watch the Dream, they got 2 games coming up next week that I know y'all gonna want to. College Park gonna be packed, so you might not. Indiana's gonna be in College Park Tuesday.
What?
Yeah, because they don't know if Caitlin's coming back, so they didn't.
Oh, that's right. That's
So
right. Okay.
they couldn't get State Farm more than I think twice. They got State Farm twice.
Right.
But Indiana, they play like 4 or 5 times. So
Right.
they play at College
Yeah,
Park.
they get plenty of time to
Yeah.
Because Caitlin is nursing with the quad injury.
Yeah.
She got the quad
But next
injury,
Friday, Angel come to town. Angel Reese in Chicago.
so, yeah.
So those will be 2 big games to see. I think the Dream could have a nice run. I really think you're seeing Smexko. Like I said, I've seen him before at Florida Gulf Coast, what he's doing. The players seem to react to him, and it seemed to be good. So I think, I don't know, I want to get y'all Atlanta fans too happy because,
But I'm telling you, just a different voice.
yeah,
And like, listen, Coach Wright was our girl.
yeah, that's what I found.
We definitely rode with Coach Wright, but you could tell that the message
Was getting stale.
was getting stale. I mean, they think about it. They would be in post game presses, like snapping at each other, to the point where
Yeah.
they had to kind of separate them.
They separated them. They let the coach go first.
Coach
the
go
players
first,
second.
and then, cause I mean, like Ryan to be sitting right next to Coach, and Coach would be like, "Yeah, if our best player,
Yeah. And she would talk to him, and they get mad and say, "Who you talking to?" Yeah, it would get like that, man. It would get like that. And Rashad got kicked out. They didn't want Rashad to ask questions no more.
cause he worried about L.A.
LA, and she ain't even in the league no more.
L.A. not in the league.
Golden State.
Wow.
Haley just got picked up from Phoenix.
Listen, Rashad, the only person who felt like LA should be getting crazy minutes.
Because Rashad was like, "Hey, that's that big thing, that's the South Carolina money right there." But Tahina Pow is really bringing that South Carolina money in. There's a lot of people in South Carolina love her, boy. So
Yeah, and she got the goggles on her, Alicia, the goggle twins.
yeah,
It's just something about playing for Don
yeah,
and bringing that to the next level. And it's the mentality. It's the winning mentality. It's always understanding being on the big stage. Man, shout out to the Dream. I'm ready to make my debut.
Make sure. Can I end this with a fun segment for you, sir?
Man, let's do it.
Check with the producer how much time we got. So I can ask you. It could be 3 questions. It could be 1.
I mean, let's go.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
We're going back to our childhood. You brought me up talking about our childhood, man.
Okay.
How many cassette mixtapes did you make back in the day?
What? I had a whole business.
I'm talking about where you recorded it. You know how you make the mixtapes?
I had a whole business. I was selling Fresh Party tapes in the neighborhood for $3. Yes.
What would they be called? What would you call them?
Maceo's Mega Mix. Duh. I would take the time to label because so stickers came inside the tape.
How many did you buy at one time?
You get the set of 10.
The set of 10, man.
Set of 10. What? And then, like I say, I would label it Maceo's Mega Mix, and then I would list the songs. You got the little
Yeah,
the
the
flap
inside
on the
thing,
back. I would list the songs for you. What?
How many you put on there at one time? How many songs?
You could get about 14 songs. Yeah. You can get 7 or 8 on side A, and then another 5 or 6. Maybe depend on the song on side B.
And you'd always be the ones who could make the mixtape where it was clean, where some people didn't know how to record. It would go too far. Sometimes you hear commercials.
Right. See, so one of the gifts that I had, the ability to anticipate when the commercial was coming. Anybody in the neighborhood could tell you, you would hear no commercials in my Fresh Party tapes.
Because if you have come with your fresh tape, you thought you were hitting it because you always wanted to put it yours in the boombox.
Yes.
Dog, I got it, dog.
Yeah.
This is the one you want to listen to, dog.
Shout out to Brian Morgan. Me and Brian Morgan had the two biggest boom boxes in the neighborhood. I think Brian's took like 8D batteries.
Yeah.
Mine took like 10D batteries. Yeah. But my mama told me, listen, better take that cord with you.
Take that cord with you.
Cause cause when the batteries start going, the tape start dragging.
Boy.
So yeah, man, I was something like a DJ.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell me
I was
that.
just thinking about that. I saw old one with the cassette. I think mine had five mixtape. Volume 1.
What? I did mixtapes, rap. Then I did slow jam. I was selling slow jam tapes in high school and college.
Next question. What's that one rap song when you was young that you tried to remember so you can rap it the next day at school?
Freaky Tales. Freaky Tales. So we would go to California every summer.
Yeah.
I brought back Life Is Too Short.
Okay.
So when I was in the 7th grade, we would be in the bathroom. I was
Rap
rapping.
it. That's when
I
you
was rapping
rapped
'cause
it.
nobody never heard it. So everybody thought I wrote Freaky Tales.
Yeah.
And then the next year, it came out.
came out.
People were like, man, that ain't your song.
I swear, I studied LL Cool J I'm Bad for so long.
Dude, yeah.
And I had to get the inflection right. From the
Yeah,
beginning
yeah,
to
yeah.
the end.
So on that note, Rockbox, Run DMC. Loved Rockbox. And of course, everybody wanted to be Run.
Absolutely.
Nobody wanted to be
Nobody
DMC.
wanted to be DMC. Everybody wanted to be Run because he would always go first. So everybody wanted to do Run. Nobody wanted to do DMC, which was funny to me. Why did nobody want to be DMC?
Cole Patterson Hills was double Dutch bus nucleus. Quietly, I hated that song.
You did?
Hated that song.
You hated Double Dutch, but coming down the stage.
Because it wasn't rap. Like, to me, it wasn't rap. I was like, because to me, rap was Run DMC, was LL.
Yeah.
You know, it was Cool Mo D. Like, what is he doing?
Okay, I should have asked this as part 2 to the cassette question. Which one was doper for you? The hip hop mixtape or the slow jam mixtape that you?
Slow jam mixtape. Slow jam mixtape. Because the slow jam mixtape got the girls involved.
Yeah, man.
Dude, you can't sit and discuss slow jams at that time with dudes.
No.
So that touched the ladies.
Boy.
And you go to a dance, you want a slow drag.
Gotta do the slow drag.
Gotta do slow drag. So you had to have the right songs. Man, anything Luther, Surface, Closer Than Friends. One of my go-to jams, Atlantic Star.
Atlantic Star, dog. You had to have that Atlantic Star there, boy.
First of all, Atlantic Star, upon further view, super toxic music.
That Secret Lover, we didn't know what that stuff
We
really
didn't-
meant.
we didn't.
We didn't know what Secret Lovers meant. We just thought it was the dopest song ever. We heard that, that at the beginning. We said, Secret Lover. We didn't know what that stuff
Now,
meant.
one of the best slow jam joints played at any
It's that Secret Lover. Boy.
dance. As we lay.
We didn't know that.
We didn't know
You
we gotta
could-
bring back toxic R&B.
I didn't even think about it. We had toxic R&B back in the day, boy.
Folks singing As We Lay to the top of their lungs.
Which at that bridge part it is.
And now it's time for us to say goodbye.
Yeah. We got all the girls singing and what we didn't know what we were saying. We thought we were singing our tail off.
Dude done fell asleep at her house. He gotta get home. Like, bruh, you gonna get all your stuff gonna be outside when you get home.
He gotta
Cause you
go.
fooling with Shirley Murdoch.
But we heard that song later. We're like, wait a minute. This ain't.
Dude.
Oh.
Hey man, we gotta bring back
Toxic R&B.
toxic R&B was the best R&B.
And it wasn't dirty. It just was this message in the song.
Yeah.
It was classic.
Dude.
Nobody cursing, no nasty talk, but you.
Hey man, We would be slow dragging the ass we lay. And the girl, like I say, folk would be singing to the top of their lungs and like, that song is wrong on so many levels.
Between that and Secret Lovers, boy, we were interesting.
Secret Levels dropped when I was in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
I was in the 4th grade singing Secret Levels. And the only reason I know it's 4th grade because I can remember my girlfriend in the 4th grade.
All I remember about that time was, the time is up. All I remember about that time was you could smell the little grease in there, but the girl had when they were sweating it out.
That pink oil
That
moisturizer.
pink oil moisturizer. Hey, man, that's our show for today. As you can see, man, we at Orange Room Studio. Shout out to our producer today, our boy John.
Bring back Toxic R&B.
Toxic R&B from my guy Maceo. It's your boy E. Glaze, man. Toxic R&B will always be a love of ours. It's us, boy. We'll talk to y'all next week. Peace. Toxic R&B, boy.
As we
That's a great way of putting it.
Dude, all of it was toxic.
We rap. We didn't tell us.
Man, them girls be singing that.